This is my review of the NXT episode that happened, and I would say it was a pretty nice show. Only thing that I was, disappointed about was that Sol Ruka got injured. Though now Zarya is going to defend the title against a Blake Monroe, an interesting scenario can happen. That what if Zarya retains? Maybe you can do a heel turn. Maybe then she can say, "I defended it, so I deserve the title." But it looks like Soul is legitimately injured, and it looks like the right time for Blake to become a champion because I like till JC's champion, you're not gonna get like a heel versus heel contest. Blake Monroe, like you should strike when the iron is hot. She just lost to Jordan Grace as well. So I think it's time to give her something to really sink her teeth into. Because other than that, the only right path for her was to go for the NXT Women's Championship. Apart from that, Ricky Sainz, Trick Williams contract signing was awesome. It was really awesome. Like the way Ricky just like dissected what Trick Williams really is. The thing only is that I hope Trick doesn't win. Because the thing is, now Trick has done everything. Like I think now Trick has reached to that level where he has done everything. Like earlier when they tried to launch him both of times as a face, like he worked. Especially like him turning face against Carmelo Hayes. He had some great matches against Ilya Dragunov as well. But he was not at that level of a wrestler that was like he cannot carry the company. Even the second time, his matches against Ethan Page was like and everything. But then when his heel turn happened, the way he became TNA champion, his matches were good, his character work would like it was much more than just whoop that trick. Like he has shown that he can be a great like babyface, and he can be a great like he's a shit talking heel who gets his ass swept and everything. The way his current persona is, you can also like structure a stable beside him like they did sometimes with the Wesley and his boys, and sometimes with First Class. So it's time. Like Trick just lost the TNA championship to Mike Santana as well. Now I think this should be put over Ricky Sainz as the new face of NXT, and I think it's time for Trick Williams to go to the main roster. Because one thing is also, now you're gonna get Carmelo Hayes and Miz in a feud. Probably Trick Williams can be the reason that either maybe Carmelo Hayes beats the Miz or Carmelo Hayes becomes the United States champion, eventually beating Ilya Dragunov maybe at WrestleMania or sometime in the future. So I am hopeful for that. I think apart from that, I'm like, some things did confuse me. That JC Jane like got got a pin, like Tatum Paxi lost, but then she still held up the title. So I'm like confused because in wrestling, like whatever wrestling logic is, whoever holds the title, they eventually do not win. But then she also got pinned. Same thing kind of happened with Ricky Saints as well. So I'm like, oh, like things have been confusing. And the thing is also like, I don't expect Tatum to win. Though, where does Tatum go if she loses? If you're not sending her to the main roster, and if she just loses, like what? Are you gonna have her lose because of Easy Day? Maybe then send her off to another babyface streak. Maybe she beats Izzy, then maybe she wins the North American Women's Championship. It just feels like you're regurgitating things. We have done this with Tatum again and again. I think it's time to give her the, what you can say, the mantle. Like maybe we should let her run with it. I get it that you don't see her as a top talent, but then either release her as you released Wesley because you're like the main roster peeps just do not like him. They do not want to use him. or either send her to the main roster, but do not keep her in the same loop that you use her to get other people over, but she never gets the chance to hold either the big one or the small one. So I think that is something that you need to work upon. A very, I think, a fine but a very confusing episode of NXT according to me. So for some time later the predictions will be out too. So what did you think about the show? Tell me in the comment section. If you like this type of content, like this video, share and subscribe. If you don't, then share it with those who do. My social media accounts, which are my Twitter/X account and my Instagram account, links are in the description below. So go follow me on that. My UPI ID, which is sharp@okicici, is also in the description. So go donate any amount of money which you can, which can help me make YouTube a permanent career option. So that was it for you for today. So thank you, goodbye, Alvida.